investigate, they're going to find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Andrew's spoiled, Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're going to find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.
Shops have acted as the bedrock of local communities for millennia. Stemming from open-air markets, they have not only provided spaces to acquire essential goods and services, but have provided focal points for local communities, strengthening ties and shaping identities. But the concept of the shops has increasingly shifted into the online sphere due to rapidly developing technologies and a shift in consumer priorities towards ease, breadth of selection, and comfort. So should we revive the dying high street, or should we be allowed the comfort of online shopping? How can we revolutionise the shops to make them the focal point of our new communities? Can the shops ever truly bolster community if their sole objective is to maximise profit? And why is it that we find it hard to get together without paying someone for the privilege? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who was actually the inspiration behind the film Confessions of a Shopaholic due to his unending desire for sweets, chocolates and nudie mags. Charlie, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I've realised I haven't narrowed down my first question to you, so I'm going to ask all of them.
Okay.
And you can answer them all.
Right.
Charlie, if you were a shop, what shop would you be?
Card factory.
Charlie, should you be able to shop for anything?
Yes.
Charlie, isn't shopping just snooping in someone else's space?
No.
Charlie, do you ever shop till you drop?
I have done in the past.
Just to circle back to one of your answers, should we be able to shop for anything? You said yes.
Yeah. More or less. I guess there's an asterisk on it.
Nuclear weapons.
As a country, yeah. I don't think...
No,
my
you're
neighbour
not a country. You're not France.
I'm Charlie.
Exactly.
My neighbour can't have... I don't want, like, Gordon Bennett to have a nuclear arsenal.
Right.
But I do want... England
to have a
nuclear arsenal.
Right. And you said if you were a shop, what would you be? What did you say?
Card factory.
What about the card factory is so Charlie Milner?
Sorry?
What about the card factory is so Charlie Milner?
The shop is called the Card Factory is so Charlie
What
Milner.
about the card factory is so Charlie Milner?
I thought you were suggesting a new shop called the Card Factory is so Charlie Milner.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a branch of it, but I imagine it would be unsuccessful.
I guess sort of like old, important...
You've described none of those adjectives are fitting for you. None of them
I'm
are.
old and I'm
old
very...
and important. You're young and insignificant. Why do you like the card factory so much?
I like the Card Factory because it's safe.
Right. Have you claimed asylum in there before? Were you being chased by some knaves
No
and
one's
ran
going to
in?
attack me in Card Factory.
Sanctuary.
Yeah. Can I do that? Is that like parlay?
Not in the card factory, no.
Can I do it in England?
No, not in the card factory, no.
Can I do it anywhere?
Not in the card factory, no.
Can I ever call on Sanctuary?
No, you can't. I don't think you can. You used to be able to. You used to be able to run into a church and shout Sanctuary.
Meaning no one can like...
If you were being chased by the Rozzers or anyone, you could run into the church, claim Sanctuary, and then you'd have to be trial by consecrated bread, which all you have to do is swallow holy bread and not choke on it, and then you're innocent.
Because otherwise they're like burgling God.
Sure. In a way, yeah.
You can't burgle God.
You can't burgle God.
He's probably the worst person but not Google, burgle. The guy who founded Card Factory is called Darwin Dickinson.
That's ridiculous.
He's got a sort of scary name. He's got a proud...
Scary name? Darwin Dickinson?
Charles Darwin and Charles Dickinson.
Sounds like he wears large hats and gives sweets to G's, a child snatcher. Yeah, just heard it. Just heard it as I was saying it. Yeah.
If you're a nonce, then Card Factory isn't the bottom of the list.
Isn't the bottom of the list.
In terms of like shops that you would found as a paedophile.
Why was I in the Card Factory loads as a kid as well?
Because you were being groomed.
Oh, I see. Yes. Was that what Alan was doing to me? He wasn't my uncle, was he?
No.
He was a man who I met on the street and he said, would you like to come and buy some birthday cards for my children? They'll really like you.
He fondled your bum.
And then, yes, I thought that's what happened in the Card Factory.
No.
I thought that was the factory part of the cards.
That's
See
not.
the card, you get taken to the back and that's a factory where it's just a bum fondling machine called Alan.
He told you that you were one of the cards and he was putting you in an envelope, but actually the envelope was his hands.
So what is a shop? A shop is we're going to go with physical shops here. We're going to touch on online shopping naturally because you can't have a conversation about good without evil or a conversation about balls without bats or even bats without cats or...
Jill and Henry. Jill and Rupert, my aunt and uncle.
Yeah. If you're talking about Jill, you got to be bringing up Rupert.
They've been together for a long time.
They have, right? Yeah.
So maybe like 40 years. They've kept it fresh just by kind of treating each other with respect and love.
But yeah, shopping. We're going to focus on the physical spaces of a shop. Or yeah, we're going to touch on online as we've just mentioned, but it's going to be about stores, physical stores. For instance, Argos, Homebase, B&M.
Black and Decker.
You've worked in a shop.
I worked in Build-A-Bear for a summer.
How was it?
It was pretty. It was quite a kind of cursed vibe.
I imagine it being absolutely harrowing.
It was horrible. Adults in toy shops. There's something, and it's the same sort of doom as an adult who works in an arcade. I actually think arcades are the worst.
Right.
The dead eyes of an adult lady. I was in Tenby a few weeks ago. Tenby in Wales.
Right.
It's the Welsh Cornwall, if you will.
Thank you.
It's in Pembrokeshire. You must go, all of you.
Join the Patreon for a trip to Pembrokeshire. The what of Wales?
The Cornwall of Wales.
The Cornwall of Wales. We'll be doing an investigate field trip to Tenbury.
We actually must.
Yeah, well, we're not going to.
Anyway, I went to Tenby and there was a lady who works in the arcade and she looked fucking knackered.
What was her vibe?
Just dead behind the eyes. She was just sort of
Yeah.
chewing gum, almost like a kind of somebody in like a film. You know
Yeah.
how they in that sort of strange. Have you ever seen Stranger Things?
I have, yes.
That's like a.
What the fuck are you referencing in Stranger Things that just
Not sure.
stares chewing gum? What's that?
The kind of gormless American teenager vibe.
Who's the gormless American teenager?
All of them.
Jesus, you sound like my dad, but go on.
You basically go in there, choose a bear. You choose your bear, you choose your stuffing, and then there's a little thing. There's a little.
What's the building aspect if I'm already choosing
you stuff it?
pre-made
There's this
bears?
horrible kind of colonoscopy device which like fires juice, straw, stuffing. If you want, you can put a small kind of recording device in the bear's foot.
What?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's like a nasty taxidermy, and then
Taxidermy. Taxidermy.
it's like a taxidermy, and you it's a very
Taxidermy.
It's an accursed
Taxidermy.
My mum was a taxidermist.
Is she?
She was
Well, you should know how to pronounce it then.
taxidermy.
Taxidermy. No, it's not taxidermy. It's not a taxi called dermy.
Taxidermy.
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 Taxidermy. Taxidermy.
Being in a shop that's designed to be happy all the time
Horrifying.
is awful.
Horrifying. Especially for children.
Yeah.
You have a responsibility to make their time there joyous.
Is it almost not? Is it a tiny bit noncy to work in a kid's shop?
It's not,
It's not the opposite.
It's
of
not the
noncy.
opposite of nonsense.
The opposite of noncy is probably the army.
Nope.
The graveyard.
Working at a retirement home. Let's not go into paedophiles during our investigation on shopping too much. So I've got some gripes about shops and I'm going to list them
Please.
off. Locked up items for theft. They're now doing those clear plastic cases that they're putting like steak in or salmon actually, because they're constantly stolen.
In co-op.
Yeah, in co-op, in Tesco, they'll put salmon in because they're constantly stolen, and then I have to, like a bitch, go up and ask the man to get his cleavers so I can have my salmon fillet. Absolutely horrible. Hate every minute of it. I get there's a shoplifting epidemic, but can we find a better method?
No.
I do not want to wait at the self-checkout waving a big box of salmon going, can you get the cleavers, please? I want to take this salmon
Excuse
home.
me, Daddy.
Yeah.
I disagree with that one because it feels there's an element where when you're kind of walking to the counter with your sort of salmon sort of
It's like
steak,
a DVD box.
it's kind of like a kind of cool briefcase. It feels like you're sort of,
yes.
you're sort of
The Perspex salmon briefcase. Wow, look at that boy.
he's a high roller.
He's a high roller. Yeah. Oh, so you see it as like a class thing.
It's a kind of high value item.
Right, okay.
I look the business.
Oh, yeah, this boy's diving into the security.
He's eating
protected
salmon.
rooms. Yeah, yeah.
They have to go get the keys for that. The golden key.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here with my
Okay.
I'm here with my onion.
Yeah.
Looking like a fucking brokey.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
So it's actually it's a vehicle for or it's you're aura farming.
Aura farming in the shop.
by
Interesting.
grabbing a steak with the plastic box.
My items are so valuable, but they have to get the key for it. I
Yeah.
like it. Okay.
You guys can't touch this.
Still fucking hate it and would get it out of shops immediately. I do not want to have to ask the man to unclip the box that's containing my salmon. What kind of mad world are we living
I
in?
imagine they don't like it either.
They absolutely despise
What
it.
a fucking waste of time.
They're just there. Oh, fucking hell. They got that thing and then it's clipping and clopping everywhere. It's disgraceful.
yeah.
There's some pretty classic ones. People asking if I need a hand. It's nice. I understand it. I understand why you're doing it. And I don't hate you for it. I hate the idea of it. I don't like it. I don't need a hand. I am capable of going up to you if I have a question.
Because you're a big boy?
Because I'm a big boy who can go, excuse me, I'm looking for the sausages. Whereas if they go, can I help you with anything? Oh, yeah, actually. I guess it's for the shy. Look, I don't despise it. I hate it when it happens to me.
I don't mind it. I'm all...
Of course you don't mind it.
I'm a nightmare in this. You would hate to go shopping with
me. Why?
Because I ask for help. I'm always asking for help. It's kind of like I have care, like all
with
of the
what?
shop people are my care. Just where is it? Where are the beans?
In a supermarket.
Where are the butter beans?
Where are the butter beans?
Where's your
you
ice?
Harry Potter. What are you talking about?
Butter bean. Is that not a thing?
No, it is a thing. It sounds whimsical and.
Where is your chocolate?
Halloumi.
Goulash?
We can all name items.
Where's
here.
the tango?
You do it in a supermarket.
I do it I probably asked the other day. I did it
in your local
10 times.
In your local.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
There's a guy called Varun. Shout out to fucking him.
Varun?
For his patience. Yes, they're not all called like Bill and fucking Storm.
Nice.
I mean Bill and Ben.
Storm. Britain used to be Britain. You used to go down the pub, and he'd be surrounded by Bills and Storms, and he'd share a beer with them.
Bill, Storm and Harry.
Bill, Storm and Harry. Now it's Varum, Knefri and Dog.
And what's his name? Ahmed Button.
Ahmed Button, who is I do love that character, Ahmed Button. There's no more spices in Tesco anymore. Why have they got rid of all the herbs and spices?
The place is literally full of spice.
No, it's fucking not. I don't know if it's just mine. I think, to be honest, a lot of my assumptions about shops, Tesco's, and the general London community is based on my small area around me in Mile End. It might just be this one Tesco.
You got a
No, I've
nasty-
seen it. No. Aha. In Sainsbury's down the road, there's no fucking spices. Can't get fucking anything. You might be able to get paprika and garlic granules. That's the fucking extent of it. It's fucked. When security look at me for more than 1 second, I believe I'm regularly profiled as a shoplifter because I come into Tesco's looking like an idiot, a moron, a fool.
Yeah, I find it fucking annoying when they do that.
Yeah, they'll look at us and think these boys are definitely here to steal some crisps.
We do steal stuff.
I don't. I haven't stolen for a while.
We steal stuff occasionally.
No, we don't. We don't go out together and steal.
Don't profile us. You don't know me. And don't assume that I've done it until I do it.
When I have to have that massive thing showing how many items I have in a changing room. Embarrassing.
In a changing room?
Yeah. What's a changing room? You're shocked.
What do you mean?
They ask how many items, and then they give you a big placard thing that says the number 7.
Oh.
Like, this cunt's trying on 7 pairs of trousers.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
When it's like 7. This man has 7 items of clothing. Look at him.
Look at this freak.
Look at this freak. He's trying on the whole fucking store in there. Well, F off.
What do you think is an acceptable... I mean, when would that be fair? If you had like 100 pairs of pants.
Yeah.
Is that like fair enough to have a placard?
I don't think you should be allowed to try on 100 pairs of boxes at any day.
Are you even allowed to try pants on in the shop?
No. You're not. No, yeah, you're not. Because that's one of the items that you sully as soon as you wear them. What are other items that you
It's
sully
really
as soon as
disgusting
you
how
wear
we
them?
treat pants.
What, do you want more rights for pants?
I just think like it must be so bad to be...
It must be bad to be a pant, says Charlie. Here we go. Charlie, this is an ode to pants by Charlie. It's called Woe is Pants. Go.
I'm so sorry for making you feel so bad. I didn't mean it. I just want to hold your hand, but you're just a pair of pants.
Nice. So why do you treat your pants badly?
Well, because I'm just like shitting in them all the time.
Oh, for fuck's sake, we're moving on. Jesus fucking Christ, Charlie. Jesus fucking Christ. When the sensors bleep, even though I haven't stolen anything, that fucking annoys me. Does it happen all the time to you?
Yeah, it does.
What is going on? And you have to you pause and you have to look at the security guard and be like, yeah?
No, I just keep walking.
Yeah, well, that, I imagine, if in my fucked up brain, in this crazy little head that I live in, I imagine that I'm just going to get jumped on. Like, I'm going to walk out and then 3 men are just going to go, jump on me.
I would love that.
It would be amazing.
For that to happen to you. How do you think we would actually stop people from stealing from shops? I think if you had like a dog robot, like a drone, or like a drone that just like buzzed in the corner. A really malevolent looking drone in the corner, like a black drone.
Frowny eyes.
A sad looking drone.
Yeah.
With like a hammer.
Yeah.
That might be an actual deterrent rather than like a fat, bald man.
When there isn't someone behind the counter at supermarkets and I have to ask for my pathetic little snus, I have to go, excuse me, there's no one at the counter. Can this sad little boy get his little nicotine pouches so he doesn't have to be angry today?
How do you say it?
It's hello.
I'm them.
But you're the security guard. And I'm
okay, I'm security guard.
Excuse me.
Hello, mate.
Hiya. I just want to get something from behind the counter.
Where's blaming Katie not here today?
I don't care if Katie's here today or not, quite frankly, because I need my nicotine pouches.
Oh, big, you giving up, mate? You giving up the...
Don't tell me to give up my pouches. I need my pouches or I'll fucking kill you.
I have one in my pocket.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah, you like?
I like it. Yeah, thank you.
I put it in mouth myself.
Wait, this is acid.
And then I take you home.
What? God, the colours.
I put you in a cab, and then the security guy puts you in a taxi.
So that's what can happen when someone isn't behind the counter. When I have to ask someone, like having to alert the shop that I'm a sad little boy who needs a nicotine product, it's horrible.
What would be the best? What's the least embarrassing way of you beckoning them?
Oi, gov.
Excuse me, boss man.
Oi, gov.co.uk. Oi, .gov. Oi, gov. Man's need some mouth pillows.
Or just, hey, mister. Like, kind of go.
Hey, buddy.
Bugsy Malone with it. Hey, mister.
Yeah. Hey, mister.
I think if you became American, actually, it's less embarrassing somehow. If you became like kind of street urchin American.
Yeah. Hey,
boys.
Hey, Paulie. Hey, Paulie, I need someone from behind the...
Can I get a fucking...
Can I get a guy at the back of the shop here?
Can I get a fucking snus around there? Hey, your country's amazing, but the food, it fucking stinks.
In my reality, it's like, can I have some snus, please?
Hello.
Excuse me, sir. There should be someone behind there.
I'm cutting down.
Avocados. Advertisers ripe, never ripe. Absolute nonsense.
True.
The amount of avocados I have to fondle on a weekly basis is absolutely obscene. It's pathetic. I go in there feeling dreadful. People walk past me because some people, aren't in the avocado game, and that's completely their business. But they don't understand that you have to fondle the produce.
And you're there looking like a creep.
I'm there looking like... If I didn't know avocados, I'd be like, get this man out of the shop.
This man is a threat.
This man is not here to purchase goods. He's here to get his fucking kicks.
There's a sick man fondling the avocados.
They're kind of ball-shaped as well.
They are a bit.
Hey, this man is here to fondle balls.
I don't like the idea of you fondling all the avocados.
Neither do I, but I fucking
have to. Is everyone
to.
doing that?
Everyone's doing it. If you want a decent avocado, and the fucking ghoul.
You basically have to suck the fingers of London to...
Yeah.
If you want to have an avocado, you basically put in the whole of London's hand in your mouth.
And the goal of these shops to say perfectly ripe. That's the word that Tesco
Perfect.
used. Perfectly ripe and ready avocados.
Surely that's illegal.
My titting bottom. What a load of
It's like having a fucking tarmac block.
Yeah. Dogs waiting outside. I understand it.
Come on.
Absolutely fine. I get it. People have to do it, but it ruins my day. Because if I walk out and the dog's still there, every time I think the dog's been abandoned, and then I'll think
horrible.
about the dog all day, and I'll be like, Christ.
They are freaking out.
Sometimes with a particularly cute one, I've waited for the owner just to make sure it hasn't been abandoned. It's sad and pathetic.
And those dogs are like, honestly, it's sort of Saving Private Ryan mode. They're like, oh,
yeah, they're like, what the fuck is
God,
going on?
I knew this would happen. I'm fucking worthless. Do you feel when you're in a sweet shop, do you feel like a fucking idiot?
I don't go to sweet shops.
Oh. I do.
What sweet shops you go to?
Proper ones.
M&M World?
No, classic ones. Hamilton's.
How often do you go to a sweet shop? What do you buy?
Extreme Mega Sours. They burnt my tongue off. But I literally bled out of my tongue because I had such a sour sweet.
I haven't been in a sweet shop in...
Well, I do. The cost of
decade.
going there is that you feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because you are an idiot. Because you're regularly frequenting the sweet shops.
You can't be taken seriously, and you can't take a call in a sweet shop. Hey,
yes,
hi.
Put it all on black. That's not what I... move
my... liquefy it.
Move my ISA into my pension.
Well, what am I up to?
I'm just browsing.
I'm just looking at some fudge. It is actually fine to admit if you do.
I know it's fine to admit. I have not been to a sweet shop.
What do you do? You like in like betting shops?
Yes, I'm in betting
and
shops.
Like making guns.
I'm in Betfred, abusing the staff, betting on virtual
having
horses
lager
and having a
being on
Carlsberg
Wikipedia.
with Ron, my elderly friend, who's got many problems. That's what I do on a weekend. Yeah, I don't prance
I'm
around
having a nice time.
Willy Wonka's going, oh, have you got the new fudge in? I've heard that one's really nutty. You're like a groupie for sweets. You're like a sweet groupie.
I'm Paul McChutney.
Paul McFudgeny.
I'm John.
Paul McChutney I like, but it doesn't work for sweets, but it can work for something else, and we should remember that. Paul McChutney.
I'm Ringo Starburst.
Perfect. Ringo Starburst. Ringo Haribo Star Mix.
What's the other one called? John Paul.
George
George
Haribo.
Haribo.
Let's do all of them while we're here. George Haribo.
John
Ringo Star Mix.
Starburst.
John
Lemon Sherbet. John Lennon Sherbet.
We've found your talent. What a surprising that it's naming sweets. And Paul McCoy's, but it's not
McVitie's. Paul McVitie's.
Paul McVitie's we got there. So just quickly run through them.
Paul McVitie's, John Lennon Sherbet, Ringo Starburst, and what's the other guy called? Andy?
Yeah, Andy Milner.
George Haribo. Something that we must cover is retail therapy.
Yes.
Do you retail therapize?
I didn't know what retail therapy was for a while. I genuinely thought it was like doing therapy in a shop.
Talking to the trousers.
On a similar vein, Izzy, our landlord, once said to me, she asked me what we were talking about comedy, and I brought up observational comedy. She thought observational comedy was where you go with like a comedic tour guide around the city and they make comedic observations about the landmarks.
That's a mental thing.
It's fucking hilarious.
Shall I do some now?
Yeah, please.
You've been on? Anyone been on the underground lately? Absolutely fucking hot down there, isn't it? Plastic bags are expensive, aren't they? Why are they making me pay for them? They're just if I wanted to pay for one, I'd probably give you 5p, and I'd probably go to the shop already.
Yeah, that was good.
When I feel mental, I'll just like when I'm feeling like particularly mad, I will go and buy like expensive moisturizer and juice.
Is it like wholesome things?
It's
like
specifically
like an ab machine.
It's health products and juice
and a juicer.
Yeah,
right.
Because
moisturizer and juice.
I think so. Yeah, I don't buy like
just trying to cleanse your skin almost
and my soul.
Yeah. Okay.
I think retail therapy is valid in terms of like if you're kind of doing it to make yourself feel good, but it depends on what you're buying.
It does depend.
If you're buying like guns and chips.
I feel depressed. I'm going to go and buy a bomb and a rope.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really buy anything much other than like juice and cream and sweets, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you buy anything?
I don't really buy anything other than...
You buy like pints and snus?
I buy pints, snus and food. It's kind of it.
That's quite depressing.
It is quite depressing. I buy nice food though.
Like what?
Bananas. Nuts.
Nuts?
Yeah. Yogurt.
Don't mind nuts.
Neither. No, neither actually.
I actually had some very delicious nuts the other day. Now, what are nuts compared to... On the kind of world... What the fuck is a nut? And do they grow off trees? Now, you need to answer that one.
Do nuts grow off trees?
I've always wondered this. And where the fuck is pepper from? We have talked about this.
I don't want to get into nuts.
No, but where... Guys... not even guys. Just Andrew. No, I'm asking you. Where do nuts come from?
I don't fucking know, man.
Do they come off acorns?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
And
I imagine
nut?
they're from the ground, but I could be wrong.
They grow out of the soil.
Everyone says, "Well, the fuck is wrong with the two of you?" Because we've got like a nut expert listening, and they'll go like, well, "You fucking."
I'm actually a nut teacher. There's loads of geography teachers in the comments.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, but then we'll
Shout
get all the fucking nut experts coming out calling us idiots.
I'm a nut teacher.
I don't know where nuts come from. If I'm being completely honest,
I've wondered for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you don't know. You don't know anything really. You don't know any more than me. You just sound like you do.
I'd quibble with that. I think I sound like I know more than I do. That's definitely true.
You don't know much more than me.
I speak with the confidence of a man who knows more than I actually know. That's definitely true.
You don't know fucking anything.
Well, to be honest,
we're the same. Come on.
Okay.
We're exactly the same. Thank you for admitting it.
What a bleak day this is today.
Have you been on the underground recently? Absolutely roasting down.
Absolutely steaming in there. Hey, what's the deal with forks in a restaurant? It's like, hey, 4 prongs is enough. You know what I mean?
What do they call it? The central line when it goes all over London.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it was over in.
So this is our 2 mic kind of piece. It hardly central if it goes the entire way through London. And what is the centre anyway? It depends how you look at it.
There is no centre. No, with politics, it's been polarised.
And all these people like in this kale phase. Hey, if I wanted a vegetable that tasted of cardboard, I'd eat cardboard.
And you'd probably grow it in our garden. There ain't much space for gardens at the minute given how much houses they've been built.
So our shtick is kind of I'll do a very odd, not really a joke, and then you'll bring it to some dark politics. That's kind of our thing.
And that's why we are so.
What's our name?
Unstoppable. You're Dose and I'm Reality.
What's with all the milk nowadays? I feel like my fridge is now basically just a milk fridge with some veg in, What am I meant to cook with all this milk?
Well, different people have different intolerances, and if you're kind of gluten intolerant, it can often mean that you can't have any other milk than almond milk, and you might have an issue ethically with cow's milk because we have to sort of milk those cows dry.
Why is there so many options of different chicken in there? Free range? What's next? Home of the range chicken? Why do these chickens have more rights than me? Like they seem to have nicer lives than I do.
Well, no, chickens in this country are actually treated infamously.
So now you're just undermining.
Sorry, as Dose, in contrast to what Dose has said, chickens are actually much maligned and treated awfully in this country. Factory farmed. Even the free range ones are having a pretty bad time. Ultimately, they're bred to slaughter.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to take off. Let's get to some of the one of the biggest topics of this podcast, which would be the death of the high street. The high street is dying. It's on its knees, bleeding in the corner, and here we are clicking on Amazon, ignoring them like they're some sort of petulant insect that we swatted on our windshield.
What does the high street look like if it was a person?
It's a man with a bow tie.
But he's crying.
He's a man with a bow tie undone. He's got a shirt on, but it's not tucked in.
He's riddled with cancer.
Fuck me, Charlie.
Well, he is. He's dying.
Yeah, fine, but
not good.
Yeah, but we can just put that on his face. We don't need to say he's got cancer.
Yeah.
We can say he's a bit mucky, not like, oh, he's got leukemia. He's got a terrifying bone disease.
Yeah, I guess it's true to life. The death of the high street is much like the death of a man. You know, at one point, you're the pomp of the pageant.
The pomp of the pageant.
And then all of a sudden, you got cancer. No. All of a sudden, you're in hospital.
Yeah.
Bleeding out.
And do we need to revive him? Should we revive him?
No.
Now. Quick answer. Move on quickly. Look, I understand the age of convenience. I get it. But I vastly miss not having a cobbler, not having a baker, not having a butcher. I think it's
the haberdashery.
I want to go to like Jed, the meat man.
Jed.
Yeah, and Tom. Oh, where do you get your paper from? Oh, Tom at the newsagents.
Yeah.
Should we have? Do we want pork tonight, darling? Why not? Let's go and see Bill.
Bill the butcher.
Bill the butcher. We'll pop down to Bill. Oh no, my shoe's fallen off. Let's go to Ian the cobbler.
Yeah.
Do you miss that? I know we've never really had it, but I used to go around the shops with my mum. And it would be like in Burgess Hill.
You're in game, picking your nose.
Yeah.
FIFA 10.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But before that, she'd pop into Wilco's and she might say hello to Jill.
Flirt with the guy that does the
My mum did not flirt with any gentleman, thank you very much. She was there to purchase items and nothing more.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, no. She was what? She's probably giving handies behind the counter. Is that what you want me to say about my mother right now?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you miss that, having never experienced it.
Fair enough.
I think you idealize it in a kind of nostalgia core.
I think it's better for us.
Maybe, but also, I'm a bit sad about it. Obviously, who wouldn't be? You'd have to be a monster not to be. You have to be a monster to like it.
Yeah,
but
the kind of Amazon.
It's not like my granny was an ironmonger and she sort of
a fishmonger.
No, an ironmonger.
Right.
She would
flog her iron on the market.
It's not like
iron for sale.
It's not like my granny was, owning a little lovely shoe shop that also did lamps. It's like,
what are you talking about?
Basically, my connection to the high street is one of like, obviously I like it. It's like a lovely hill. It's like I like to look at it, but I don't fully give a fuck about it, to be honest.
Right. You don't want to pop down to your butcher's to buy some loin.
I can still do that.
You can do it at.
I can do it in the Amazon shop.
Do you not want to? Part of me feels like we should have to go outside if we want to buy anything.
Certainly for meat, we can't have meat delivered to us.
No, agree. Well, you can.
Well, we shouldn't,
and we shall.
That's where I draw the line. Meat is
right.
But if I'm trying to eggs. They should be delivered, but they should be thrown from the street by hand and we catch them.
I imagine that. It might be something like that, yeah. Having to do errands in shopping, I think, is a good thing.
It is important.
Let's not talk about food, actually, because I think food's a bit different.
Fine. Clothes.
Yeah. I think you should have to go
Hardware.
out. I think, one, it would stop us spending so much on shit we don't need. If I have to pop out to the market or the local high street to go and get stuff, I'll be like, do I really need that sock?
I mean,
do I really need that beret I'm looking at right now?
Yeah, that's nice.
Maybe not.
Buying things for the sort of for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
I do have a suggestion of how we could fix this.
Please, Charles.
Where the kind of clash of worlds where, the fear that you have, I imagine, is that it's going to be the case that basically the sky is a kind of black sea of drones that are just like bringing fucking hamsters and rugs and fucking milk is flying all over the sky.
Yeah.
But that might be unavoidable. What about if the drone, like the ABBA concert where they've got the holograms?
Yes.
Could we make it so that the drone actually occupies the form of a kind of old, lovely man who kind of delivers your shoes, but he comes in and he's like a little old hologram and it's as if you're in the shoe shop. You want Diagon Alley, don't you? Essentially.
Yes.
So he's like a guy who works in a kind of knackered old shoe shop, but he's a drone and he comes into your house and he puts your shoe on. So you're getting the feel of being back in the day, but you're being served by a kind of metal drone.
So you're saying
That's
to
cheap.
save the high street, we should hologram delivery drivers who cosplay as
the high street.
As the high street. So if I order, for the sake of argument, meat from the butcher's, I'll get Bill the butcher.
Yeah, blood on his apron. He comes into he flies into your window,
cleaver in hand, and says, "You
Hello,
order some
mate."
steak, mate." I bet yes,
Andrew, is it the shot? You want a chip of large?
Yeah. Because I think part of it is I want to be able to go into a joint and say,
Usual, is it, Andrew?
I'll have the usual, please. That's what I think we're missing in some ways.
You want the bacon fat, don't you?
Yeah,
Andrew?
yeah. You like it with the lard on the bottom, don't you?
You lardy boy.
Weird preference this man has. Give me my lard on the bottom, Bill. Yeah, but you want to have that communal outreach. I think the hologram solves absolutely nothing or any part of that.
Why not?
Because it's still being delivered to my home. I'm not going out. I'm having a fake. You want this is like a version of an AI girlfriend, except I'm having a hologram relationship with my butcher.
It's a sex butcher.
It's a sex butcher.
It's a robot butcher.
For God's sake, is he going to bang me with his cleaver now?
Well,
you order the loin, and then he puts a sausage up me. Is that what you want?
You're actually going to fuck him.
Right. Okay. So let's bring back the high street by making hologram sex butchers in. Yeah, brilliant, Chaz. I love it. I absolutely adore
But
it.
it might solve the kind of loneliness epidemic.
The way to solve the loneliness epidemic isn't through further AI'd holograms.
Right.
It could be, if you think so. Do you think it's the same to have a relationship with an AI bot as it is a person?
I think if everyone did it, if everyone around me was doing it, I'd do it, but I won't do it until everyone is.
Brilliant. You're going to have an AI girlfriend like that. It's fucking immediately. Look, I think it's the right thing. I think it makes sense for us as humans. The shop should be like a community. You should have a high street. You go and see everyone. You know the shopkeepers. It's like the barber. You know the barber, and then you see people out, and then, oh, what are you doing today, Jill? Oh, I'm buying towels. And then Jill's like, what are you up to? I need some raisins for this baklava that I'm making. And then you're like, well, I hope you have a lovely baklava. I hope those towels dry you well. That's a nice time to have, right?
I think I think I don't really care about the automation of like Debenhams and the big ones, but there is something nice about being in like the fruit shop. It feels like you're in like Balamory. You know that show?
I do know that show. Yeah.
It's kind of got real Balamory vibe.
Yeah, kind of.
You know,
cutesy.
You hop into the fruit shop.
Yeah.
You buy yourself a lovely, massive raspberry.
It's very quirky and quaint to walk out of a building with a pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even just with a little awning, with the kind of little
an awning.
You know, the green felty sort of.
Are you describing
gazebo.
Balamory or a shop now?
I'm now talking about a shop.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, like,
the shop front thing. There's a specific name for them, I think.
The frilly little shop front thing.
Yeah.
If you hop into the baker's and you get yourself a little cheese ploughman sandwich and you have a nice.
Yeah.
Tracy's behind the desk and she gives you a little wink.
Yeah.
You kiss her.
Yeah, you do.
And then you leave.
Yeah.
There's something nice about that, but the Debenhams kind of shop, the big shops like big M&S's, I couldn't give a fuck about that. If that all goes online, then whatever.
Agree. Okay, so maybe we take all the chains online.
Keep the Balamory style shops, fruit mongers.
But then people are just going to shop at the chains because they're cheaper and easier and more convenient. That's not fine. Then the independent shops will die.
Oh,
you
no,
can't
that's
go
not
to your
fine.
cheesemongers or
Sorry.
your ironmongers or your fishmongers.
No, because you get let's introduce a perk if you go to the little ones.
What's the perk?
The perk is you get given a free animal.
There it is. There it is. A free animal. What kind of animal?
No, okay.
A fish or a gerbil?
You get given a
perhaps, or
toy.
a fucking
you,
dog.
You get given a little cube.
A cube.
No, listen. There's something inside it, but it will only present itself at the time at which you need it most.
So many Harry Potter references in this episode already.
We need a perk.
I'll open it to close.
We need a perk.
What's in the box?
Why am I getting my cheddar from Gordon Edam?
Because you can trust Gordon Edam. And you can trust the quality of the cheese, and he gives you customer service that you can find nowhere online because he knows and likes you. And he might chuck in a little bit of Red Leicester on the side just because he knows that you're hosting people for a games night.
People love gossip, right? So maybe the way that we save the high street is that every time you go into the kind of the charming cheese man's shop, he will tell you a fucking harrowing secret from his life or a very juicy story.
Okay.
So the fruit people will come, you know, like, I got with my mum's dad.
Yeah.
At Christmas.
Okay.
He's still around.
Right.
He's a freak of nature, but he's
so it's kind of
hot.
Yeah, goods and gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, no, I like that.
We need a reason to go to the fruitmonger. And if you knew that at the fruitmongers,
Yeah.
it sounds wrong with fruitmonger.
It's not a thing.
Is it not?
No.
Fair
You can't
enough.
munger fruit.
What's a monger?
Don't know.
I've probably
Where
mung.
What have you munged in your life?
My family.
Brilliant. Very quickly, let's do your favourite shops and your least favourite shops.
Okay.
Right, we'll do what? Right, what's our favourite shops?
Hardware stores.
I
B&Q.
agree. Hardware stores.
There's
You know
something
what you're doing
cold, straightforward, and honest
in
about.
there. Yep. Hammers, nails, but light bulbs,
Baths.
but
Full baths. Taps.
there's no bars
There
in a
are.
hardware store.
There are.
Why do you have to ruin it at the end every time? There aren't bars in a hardware store. There might be the components of a bar, but there aren't tubs in a hardware store.
There are.
There are not tubs in.
There are taps.
That's not a bath.
Well, it's a component of
That's
the
what I
bath.
just said.
Taps.
We agree, and let's not continue talking, or we're going to disagree further. Argos, what's going on in the back? Absolutely madness.
That's a good question.
I imagine it's a bit like Ollivanders.
What are we doing
back,
right now?
Where things are going. We're doing favourite shops.
Oh, right.
Where things are in the back and like, things are floating around. It's like you can buy anything in
But
an
you
Argos.
love Argos?
Yeah. What's going on in the back?
No, I think it's very boring in the back. I think it's fucking shit in the back.
Brilliant.
Just
What
loads-
wonder, what imagination you have. I just think there's men putting boxes on anything.
I think it's very cheap shelving units and a lot of
I
mess.
don't. I think it's
Well,
like...
you think it's like
I think it's
Gringotts?
like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or Gringotts Vault. Gringotts Vault.
No, it's literally like a fat guy having a sandwich in the back.
No. The wonders of Argos. How, and you
There's no
sit
vaults.
there, the pens. I mean, this doesn't really exist anymore, but when you had the pens with the little metal thing and you go and you could buy games, you could buy a barbecue, you could buy a pirate ship, you could buy whatever the fuck you wanted, and it would magically appear because of, they just take like 5 minutes in the back, be like, oh, you wanted that life-size cutout of Charlie's Theron. You wanted that life-size cutout of Bill and Ben. You wanted that life-size cutout of Johnny Depp wearing a hat. Give us a minute. We're off to the back and
Where?
we'll have it for you.
Where?
In Argos.
Oh, right.
Where do you think I'm talking about, Charlie?
I got lost there in the vaults.
Another favourite shop.
Obviously, we've spoken at length about my love for Offies.
Yeah.
I love Offies.
Yeah.
I hate
Me
supermarkets. I love Offies.
I love Offies too. They're the best.
You can't
They're
not
open
love
late.
Offies.
Offies are the best. They're the backbone of this country.
They are.
Genuinely. They're always open. You can essentially get your essentials in there for a night.
Essentially, I mean, you can't. They are limited, but they're
Yeah.
in terms of
But they're what you need.
what they lack in stuff. They more than make up.
They're the
with in
fucking
vibe
best. I
and charm.
fucking love an Offie. The
Yeah.
Offies are the best. I think Offies are the best shop of this country. Uniqlo, purely for their self-checkout. Have you been to Uniqlo self-checkout? Absolutely astonishing.
Why do we not have that everywhere?
I know, because the technology, I imagine, isn't
What's going on there?
quite there yet. For those
Just
of you
shove
who
it in.
aren't acquainted with it, in Uniqlo, you go to a self-checkout. You don't need to scan individual items. You just chuck them all in this basket, and it magically registers them, and that's it. You don't have to scan individual. Bosh, all in, comes up on the screen.
My guess is that
Unbelievable.
they've just got a scanner that removes that can only the scanner's like, I don't see color. I only see barcode, and it's like, or it doesn't even know anything else.
I don't think that's the case. Pet stores, amazing.
No, horrible.
You don't like a pet shop?
Hellish.
Why?
Because you've just got these like terrified geckos and stick insects that are there
They're
just
lovely.
fucked in the
You
corner.
have like puppies and cats.
What? Puppies in the pet store?
Yeah, I've seen some puppies in a pet store. There were cats in Hassick's local pet store. There was a rumor going that the man diddled the foxes.
Really?
Yes, look it up, everyone. This is right. This is my local pet
Substantiated?
store where I bought my cat from. Yeah, there's pictures. He had pet foxes. And then there's lots of pictures of him. I think he did a calendar with his foxes. I'll chuck it up here if it's there. But look up Hassick's pet store Foxman.
Yeah.
Strong rumor that he was banging the foxes.
Shit.
Pretty sure he was. He had the vibe. He
That must
100%
be one of
had
the worst animals to pick though, because it would make such a racket.
It would make such a racket. Yeah.
Surely you'd be better off picking like a.
I imagine he had some sort of fox soundproof room at the bottom.
That's fucked.
Really
up.
horrible. But
I
yeah.
guess again, if you're a animal nonce,
Yeah.
if you're a sex addict, is there a word for an animal file? Animal?
Bestiality.
I forget.
That's fine.
If you're a bestiality person,
Yeah, a bestial.
if you're a
I don't know.
beast,
If you're a beast, yeah. Fine.
then working in a pets at home is probably quite a good shout.
You're absolutely right. It was an independent pet store.
I don't like pet
He was
stores.
very famous for his foxes.
And that story alone is my explanation.
It's lovely. Cats. There's a budgie that usually goes, hello. Oh,
How do they
buy
talk?
a kitten.
How the fuck?
How the fuck do budgies talk?
We've just accepted
What
that.
a load of shit that is.
But isn't it parrots?
Yeah, it's parrots. Fuck's sake.
I've had budgies.
How the fuck do parrots talk?
My budgies flew away.
Okay.
They died.
That's sad. How the fuck do parrots talk?
It's
pathetic.
Know.
It's pathetic.
It's not pathetic. It's fucking amazing.
It's mad. It's pathetically mad. It's unbelievable that it's so unbelievable that it's pathetic. What do you mean? It replies to us and says what we say. What a load of shit.
True.
It's an imitation bird. It must be some sort of survival mechanism. But what do you mean?
It's fucking nonsense.
It's absolute drivel. I don't want to discuss it. Garden centers.
If they can talk, then it's by all rights, like cows should be able to like fucking
sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bees can, I don't know, fart. Maybe they do. Garden centers, favourites.
I love garden centers.
Garden centers amazing.
Amazing.
Mostly because of the aquariums that I've used to see them. Yeah.
Garden center aquarium.
My dad used to take me to the garden centre and he would go and get, I don't know what do men get? What do dads get? Like mud and soil and trowels, and then he'd leave me at the fish bit and I'd look at new
mud
fish.
and concrete and kind of bran.
Yeah, like shovels and fertiliser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I imagine what they do.
An old tarmac bench.
Yeah, pots.
Pots.
Big garden centre.
Terracotta.
Yeah. Delis.
Delis are brilliant.
10 out of 10.
They are.
There was one in Hassocks I used to go, and the lady would give me a free sample of cheese every time.
Cheesemongers.
Yeah, great.
To be honest,
sampling.
any high street style shop is
great.
Other than the sweet shops where you do, well, including sweet shops, but I can't go in there. I need to, when you're under 18 and you have to pay somebody to kind of go get you booze.
Yeah.
I think I need to start doing that with sweet shops so that
it
I'll pay a child to go and get me my sweet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see.
Sorry.
God,
excuse me.
Do sound like such a pedo.
No.
Every episode.
No,
man.
I don't.
Everything you say.
And there's some really noncy shit coming out next week.
The amount of quotes you can take from you. I need to start getting a child to buy my sweets for me.
If anything, that's the opposite of a pedo. Because if I was a pedo, I'd buy
let
the sweets
them
for
be
them.
the judge of that. Whether that's the opposite of being a pedo is lurking outside sweet shops, asking kids to buy sweets for you.
Guy who's insecure about being a pedophile. That's the opposite of being a
pedophile.
I'm the opposite of a pedo.
Least favourite shops.
Huh?
Least favourite shops.
Least favourite shop, any supermarket.
Yeah.
But
you use them. They're too essential. They're too essential to be your least favourite. Them. It doesn't matter. They're too essential. If you're going there every day, they can't be your least favourite.
Any big supermarket.
Fine.
Any large supermarket.
Fine.
Because I get lost and bored.
Yeah.
What else?
Costume shops.
I don't like them.
Don't like them. Weird vibes in there. Don't trust the owners. What are that? Why have you opened a costume shop? You fucking sex pest.
What are you trying to get away from?
What are you doing? Yeah. What are you hiding?
What
from?
are you hiding?
Who goes? Oh yeah.
What was your past life?
Yeah, they're running away from something.
Witness protection people are probably always all of them working costume shops.
Yeah. What in case that they get found and they can quickly put on a
dress
pirate's
up as
outfit and go.
He went that way.
That's good. I like that. That's good. Yeah, there's always something weird in there. There's a weird vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
Weird vibe. Righto. Well, now seems like a very pertinent time to jump on into Thinker's Corner. I think crawl on into Thinker's Corner, actually, this time. As ever, we're going to start with some quotes.
Why are we crawling?
I just feel like we're on our knees a bit here. We're going to start with some quotes from some of the greatest thinkers that have ever lived, and we've got some miniature versions of those thinkers that come out and deliver their quotes.
I've actually invited some people over this
Charlie's
time.
invited some people over into the Thinker's Corner quote procession this time.
And I think you're going to be very happy with one of our guests in particular.
That's exciting.
So first up, can we please get Can we please get Gordon Selfridge out?
Gordon Selfridge, I imagine the
founder of Selfridges.
The founder of Selfridges.
And do they sell fridges?
My question exactly, Charlie. Do they sell fridges there? No.
I would have thought they do.
They do in Selfridges.
I bet the fridge team are pissing themselves all day long. Like, yeah, what are we doing right now?
Do you think it's nominal determinism? Do you think he wanted to be a ballerina, but then he was like, my second name is literally sell fridges?
I mean, it makes sense that he's gone into the work he's gone into.
Yeah. Like
you won't find him in the costume shop.
If your name was Charlie Sell Shoes,
I'm going to have to work in size.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? That's what I'd think. Anyway, sorry, you've been out here for a while.
Gordon, the customer is always right.
Ah.
First popularized in the early 1900s.
So Gordon's the man who is behind the very famous saying. Well, it's a pleasure.
Congratulations, Gordon.
Congratulations.
And you look very smart in your tunic.
Thank you, Gordon. The customer is always right.
Well, what
if I run into a shop and say, if you don't give me all the money, I'll poo? That doesn't really make sense.
Well, the customer isn't always right. To be fair, Gordon, I respect. It's kind of more of a brand motto.
He's gone.
No, he's not. He's my
gone.
guest, and I can decide when he leaves.
Oh, fuck this.
Gordon, It's slightly odd that you would. I guess you don't really mean it in terms of like. It's like saying I want to sleep for 1,000,000 years. It's an exaggeration. The customer isn't always right.
Yeah,
is he?
Yeah, because if I walk into a shop and I go, Milan is the capital of Paris,
Gordon would be like, it absolutely is.
It absolutely is.
Would you like to look at our fridges?
You know what? Thank you for treating me with the respect that I deserve. I've gone in 7 shops and said that today, and not one person has heard me out.
You're dead right.
Thank you.
To be honest,
I will go and look at the socks now.
If you take that to the nth degree,
please,
the customer is always right.
Please do.
You're actually enabling some pretty harmful stuff,
such as
my mum is trying to poison me. If they come in and say that, and you're like, yeah, no, she probably is. It's like
a paranoid schizophrenic walks into a bar.
Yeah.
And then he goes, there's an army of bees who are secretly impregnating my mind with spiders, and I need to stab myself with your knife.
They probably are.
And you go, well, remember the words of Gordon Selfridge, Gordon Selfridge, Gordon Selfridge.
The customer
is always right. Give him the knife. Let's get James Cash Penny out. Much in the same
money, James Cash Penny.
Cash Penny, money in the bank. Got my cash, got my pennies, and I'm going to the bank.
He sounds like a kind of white rapper, James Cash Penny.
He does, yeah.
Hi, my name's James Cash Penny.
Yes, well, much in the same as Gordon. Can you work out who James Cash Penny is? I'm going to give you 5 seconds.
He founded the Cash and Carry.
No, he's J.C. Penney.
No idea who that
Never heard of that. Fine.
JCB?
It's a big store in America. Yes, the Digger
I live in it.
Yes, it's JCB with the initials not adding up.
John Digger,
who came up with big diggers. I love the word digger. Do you love the word digger? It's very sweet.
It's good.
Digger. When the boys who love diggers, I was about to say, get in my car. Don't get in my car. You probably have a home.
Oh, now who's the paedophile?
Me. See how easy that was to admit? James Cash Penny, he's out here. And he's absolutely dripped out in
medallions,
big
vests,
dollar signs, etc. Take it away, James Cash Penny. A shopkeeper is not merely a seller of goods, but a student of human nature. Thank you, James. You can go back in now.
Yeah, I guess you would get a sense of human nature in terms of sort of anger, indecision, boredom, impatience. I don't think you're getting much window into joy. I don't think anyone's having an absolute banger in the shop ever.
Depends.
You might be
toy store kids.
That doesn't count. Kids are fucking stupid. You can't really read into the emotions of a kid. It doesn't mean
you can't read into the emotions of a kid.
It's just turned up to like fucking 11.
Kids' emotions don't mean anything.
They're not reliable. They're not reliable emotions.
Right. They're not.
They 1 minute they're crying and the next minute they're absolutely loving it.
Okay.
It's bollocks.
Okay. So we'll disregard children. My only issue with it is I don't want like the lady behind the counter at Debenhams to look at me and diagnose me as a narcissist.
No, but maybe you are.
Well, I don't want that from Debenhams. I don't want the man in Curry's to look at me and go,
"Where's the wise mate?
He's got anxiety.
He's insecure."
Yeah,
being called insecure by a guy in Debenhams would fucking ruin your day.
Trying to buy a laptop.
Yeah,
trying to buy.
You don't know me.
I'm trying to buy,
and I am working on all of this.
Yeah, I just need a charger, man. I just need a charger.
Let me go in peace.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a line to it.
So in conclusion with JCP, we
watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah, that's my watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it.
You're telling him to watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
Don't diagnose me.
Yeah, watch it. Watch yourself.
You may not be invited back. Now, friend of the pod, James May is here.
James May. Fantastic. My Top Gear friend. Finally, someone I can actually
Andrew's
listen
favourite
to.
celeb.
My favourite celeb.
He's obsessed with him.
Guess who my second is?
And Richard Hammond.
And my third.
The Queen.
It's Jeremy Clarkson, Charlie. It's Jeremy Clarkson.
Andrew's going a bit...
What motor wisdom does he have to bring to us with his usual dry, sardonic wit?
James May says, I like shops that sell things you might one day need.
Fuck's sake, James. You're better than that.
Now, it sounds obvious, but actually, unfortunately, I at once, I agree and disagree with this.
Yes, I kind of know what he's saying. It's nice to walk past a store for belly button fluff remover. And
maybe
you're
I'll
like,
get this.
What's that all about? And then one day you wake up with an obscene amount of belly button fluff and you go, well, thank God the belly button fluff remover store's there.
Buying a load of spoons without handles or like a frog accountant toy.
I'd argue a spoon without a handle is essentially a small bowl.
For the frog.
Why the fuck have you brought frogs into it? That's the store.
I guess it's like, it's kind of...
Would you agree that a spoon without a handle is
I'd agree.
like a saucer?
I think that's fair enough.
Not the flying kind.
I think that's more than fair.
Thank you, Charlie's. Banker?
Thank you. You know, I think James is championing, as I can imagine with him, he loves trinkets.
Yes.
It's quite a trinket quote, that.
Yeah, it is.
What's your thoughts on trinkets?
I despise them.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite of a collector. I hate
Stuff
and things. I like a house to have colour and niceness. I don't like... What a trinket for me is a small cup.
So you love like the apples. You love like kind of...
Yes, I love the Apple Store. That's what I'm saying. I wish I lived in the Apple Store.
No, but you love like horribly sterilized kind of modern homes.
Yeah, wish I could live in Westfields. That's my thing.
I've got a trinket shelf.
What trinkets have you got?
I have a small cup.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a small spoon. I have a red bear with the head of a red bear.
The head of a bear on your shelf?
The head of a red, like non-fleshy bear, like a metallic bear.
Oh, I hate that you specified it's not fleshy.
A little red bear head on my shelf, and a Hot Wheels car, and a picture of my granny when she was 3.
Is that a trinket?
No, but she's part.
Do these things have sentimental value to them?
Mostly.
Does that qualify as a trinket if it's got sentimental value?
Yes.
Okay, in my mind, it doesn't have sentimental value.
No, because it grows sentimental value through having the trinket in the first place.
Why? So you put your cup on a shelf, and then over years you'll attach sentimental value to it.
I've got a grandfather clock. Is that
that's having things for the sake of things?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's a trinket. You could say that. You could call trinkets things for the sake of things.
What the fuck does that mean?
You could say that anyone who has a trinket is having it for the sake of having it. It's like it develops meaning the longer you have it. My little yellow car. I'm an adult man. I shouldn't have no business with a car.
No comment.
But I like it.
When did you get it?
I got given it a few years ago.
Well, that's sweet.
So that's why it's a trinket.
Who gave you a small yellow car for your 26th? Dom gave you
as a prize.
For what?
Being good at sport. My most favourite trinket I've ever seen on the internet is...
My most favourite trinket
I ever did see. You're going to hate this.
I bet it's horrible. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting boy. How fucking dare you? How dare you? Oh my God, it's up now.
50 quid.
You didn't get it, did you?
No.
That's your favourite trinket?
I think that would be the best trinket you could possibly have.
That is fucking horrible. For everyone listening, it's a child bent over, his arsehole displayed.
What's the description?
Clearly, with a dog trying to lick it.
What's the description?
Blue dog smelling ginger boy's ring piece. Horrible. There was a man who lived inside a grocery store sign for a year. He secretly lived inside the large rooftop sign of a grocery store. He used to steal food and electricity. Employees noticed odd inventory patterns but assumed system errors. He was discovered during renovations. I imagine that you might live in a shop. Now, here's my evidence. I have not once been invited to your house. I have not once seen a picture of your house. You apparently you're sofa surfing and just finding wherever you can. You seem to be covered in packets of crisps and chocolate whenever I see you. You give the vibe of a man who lives inside a store. I think you live inside a shop. What do you say to that?
I live inside John Lewis.
I think that's far too fancy for you. I think you live inside... Given the amount you bring it up as well, I think you live inside a Londis. You were quite aggressive when I brought up the fact that Londis has bad lighting. You're very defensive about Londis.
It's perfectly dimmable for my pleasure.
I'm pretty convinced that you live in a shop.
Although it wouldn't be so bad living in a Londis.
It would.
Would it?
Yeah.
Not if I had a bed and people would leave me alone. If the customers weren't allowed in my bit, if I was kind of cordoned off a section, I would build like a kind of creche for myself.
You build a creche, would you?
Build like a...
So you can have all those children.
No, I'd build like a cage.
You are a nonce. This is unbelievable. I'd build a creche.
I'd build my own little kind of zone in there, and there'd be no shortage of food, obviously.
Yeah.
It's sort of my dream to spend the night in a shop where you kind of like, especially one of those sort of bed shops where you can kind of sleep in one of the beds. I take it quite personally that you think I live in a Londis. I don't live in a fucking Londis. I live in a house and I have a lizard and I've got friends.
What's your lizard called?
Roger.
Sounds like the exact kind of textural detail that's a lie I would use. Continue.
There was a 14-year-old boy.
What a fucking surprise.
What?
Unbelievable. Charlie does one piece of research. Who's the subject of this research? A 14-year-old boy. You're having a nightmare.
There was a 14-year-old boy, and you're not going to like this bit either, who wore nappies and went undiscovered for over 2.5 days inside a Walmart. In 2014, a teenager who loved Walmart went and got in there and just like slept in the store. He built makeshift homes, one behind a box of strollers and the other behind stacks of toilet paper. He does sound like me, to be fair. And then he basically stored necessities. He slept in a makeshift bed and he just took stuff to eat from inside the shop. That's sort of my dream in a way. Like,
I think you live in a shop.
It's kind of like a Toy Story kind style.
What has it got to do with Toy Story?
Look,
the produce isn't coming alive.
No, but it's like as if it is. Like, he'll be chatting to the pairs, and he's like running around there on his little kind of toy car. Like that does sound quite idyllic.
It's the opposite of Toy Story, is what it is.
Because
it's a mad boy. Boy Story. There's a mad boy in there pretending that the cabbage has come to life, speaking about it while shitting himself in a nappy. That is the opposite of Toy Story.
That's the dream.
It's the opposite of Toy Story. It's a dream. You want to live in a shop. You feel like you. I want to
go on holiday in a shop.
What shop would you go on holiday in?
Harrods.
Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. I'll give you Harrods. That sounds like a good... I've never been in one, but they seem to have everything. Didn't they? They used to sell lions in Harrods. That's a lie. They had a lion. They might have done. So if I might broaden out this conversation, we haven't touched on a very important part of shops, which is the amalgamation of shops with shopping centres and or malls. Interestingly, my mum calls it a mall. Not sure what's happening there. It's a shop. For me, if you're English, it's a shopping centre. If you're American, it's a mall, and never the twain shall meet. Why is my mum calling it a mall? If you'd like to comment if you'd like to comment, mum, and say what the hell is going on, and if anyone else does
Can I have it in context?
You ever heard? We need some more scissors. Let me do it. Can I have it in context? Milk. We need some more scissors, Andrew. So we're just going to pop down to the Crawley Mall.
That's very nice that she says that.
Yeah,
that's charming.
You ever heard Mall before?
No, but I guess that is the English pronunciation of mall.
Yeah, but I've only ever heard my mum do it.
Mall.
So, shopping centres. What are they? Shopping malls, shopping malls, shopping centres, whatever you want to call them. You know what they are. I know one when I see one. It's like pornography. So, there is... The man who designed them was a man called Victor Gruen, or Gruen. We're going to go with Gruen for the purpose of this podcast. And he's founded something called the Gruen effect.
Okay.
So it's named after the mall or mal architect Victor Gruen. Mall or mal designs do this. They disorientate by removing clocks and windows, which encourages impulse buying. The effect became so powerful that Gruen later denounced malls or mals, saying that they had become machines for consumption rather than community spaces. So he wanted to come, I think he was, maybe German, don't know. He came over, he sounds German, but who knows? He came over to America and wanted to create community spaces for everyone. The shopping centre originally was to bring people together, collectivise collectivise stalls, markets, shops.
Let's get together and have some candy floss.
I would ring you and say, Charlie, I need to go buy
a donut.
Yeah, I need to go buy some duvets, blankets, and towels. And you go, well, that's interesting.
Can I watch?
Well, that's interesting. I actually need some handlebars, hair clips, and pornography.
Oh no, we can't hang out. No, we can.
In the mall we can. To the mall we go. So we go to the mall, shopping centre.
Let's call it mall for the purposes of this podcast.
We'll call it mall, fuck it. We'll go to I hate mall though. There's something horrible about it.
Let's go to the mall.
The mall. We go to the shopping centre and then we get our things together. We might see some friends out there. We'll meet the local merchants. That's great. But it's been changed and manipulated into something far darker and evil. This is how it kind of bamboozles you. You go into a shopping centre and you're like, I need a fridge, right? You have a clear stated intention.
Yeah.
But you become disorientated by the design of the gaff, purposely so. It's designed in a way that's confusing, and it absolutely fucking is. You lose track of time, space, and the original purpose of why you're coming, which means that you make unplanned decisions and you make impulse buys. I'm going to buy that candle because I actually smell bad because I've been in the shopping centre.
I'm going to get myself a new couch.
Cat or couch? Both. Is it combined?
It's a cat couch.
I imagine it would be.
It meows when you sit on it.
So why does it give this kind of feel? Why is this happening? Why do they make us impulse buy and,
I guess it's like
forget what's going on?
Is it like a terrifying sort of chicken coop where, like if you live in a room without any windows?
Yeah.
I've done that before and you don't know what I lived in a room without any windows. And you don't know what time it is, and it could be like 3 a.m. or noon, and it's like I got no fucking idea. There's something quite nice about it because it gives you an excuse to do whatever you want at all times.
Shouldn't. It should kind of be the opposite. I need to get out of this room with no windows.
No, it's like, it might be 3 a.m. It might be whenever I might
as well tub myself off, I imagine.
Yeah, I'll do a lot of drugs.
So how do they do it? It's intentional disorientation, non-linear layouts, curved corridors, and very few sight lines. Temporal erasure, no clocks on windows. Cognitive load saturation, music, lots of visual clutter.
Yeah.
Reward loops, you get small wins and spikes of pleasure by all the shops and the nice things. False landmarks, which I think is the absolute best one of this.
What's that, like
escalators? You whenever you're in a shopping centre, you're like, we're at that escalator. That's where we need to go back to the car park. And then you think you know the escalator, and then you go up it, and it's a completely different floor.
Yeah.
I hate shopping centres, obviously, but I end up spending quite a lot of time in Westfield and Stratford accidentally.
That one's terrifying.
It's fucking mad.
To be fair, that's where I cut my teeth in terms of speaking to women.
Yeah.
The first time I ever tried to chat to a girl was outside Krispy Kreme's in a shopping centre, and then I got...
What did you say?
Hello.
Brilliant.
I'm sorry. I got everybody a round of donuts, and then
a round of donuts.
And they came out, and I came out having bought my round, and no one was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Genuinely upset by it. Look at him. Yeah, well, that's interesting because, now that we're older, we see the shopping centre as a
Mecca.
A mecca.
It's Mecca for first.
I was going to say more like a necessary evil. You got to go in there to do a bulk shop of various things. Oh no, I've got to go to Stratford, get confused for a bit, basically.
Right.
But shopping centres are very important for teen social infrastructure, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's often a way for teenage people to have a community safely. Why is that? It's free. It's climate controlled, i.e. you're not going to get rained on. It's indoors.
I mean, that's important.
It is important.
If you went to the shopping centre, and if it was raining inside the shopping centre,
yes,
that'd be a fucking nightmare.
It would be. It would be an absolute nightmare.
Be a disaster.
It would be a disaster. And we need to...
I came in here to buy myself some curry.
Not to get soggy shoes. It's adult adjacent but not dominated, which is interesting.
Sorry. The last time I went to a shopping centre was Westfield Stratford, and I went to Moss Bros, and they, the shop where they do the suits, and they made me feel very unwelcome.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just this kind of bog man coming in, going, "Can I try on your ties?"
They're like, you must be lost. You're looking for
you're looking for the sweet shop.
Yeah, you're looking for the sweet shop.
No, sorry, sir. There's a fudge store just two doors down. I think you'll be much more comfortable in there.
I felt. Do you ever get looked up and down in shops?
100%. Well, I think I do.
You have it in Tesco.
Yeah, I know.
That's worse.
It's sad because I just want to go into a nice place and say I'll have the usual, but instead the only place I get that is in Tesco's, where the lady goes. Yeah, well, the lady comes out from behind the counter, and now she doesn't even. She says hi, and then gets my snuff from behind it. It's sad.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's the usual. Your snus in Tesco.
Yep. Yeah. So that's why teenagers hang out there. It makes sense because we all did it. Right? You did it?
I did it, yeah.
Hung out in shopping
I tried to
centres?
hang out there. People sometimes didn't want to hang out with me.
Yeah, that's sad. They need unstructured time with peers. It's not school, it's not home. You're kind of out in a public space where you can hang out with your friends, but you're not, you can be a different person. You can try on new identities.
Yeah.
Clothes, music, there's things you're starting to...
I can go a bit gay in the mall.
Absolutely. But now, with the kind of decline of shopping centres around the world, particularly in America, people are buying online, and kids are being forced out a bit by security, There's a security.
They're being profiled?
Yeah, teenagers are profiled. There's a security concern about them because they're more likely to nick a fridge. But that's an interesting place now where we're at. With the decline of shopping centres, what are our children doing? Obviously, it's moving more into the online sphere, but should we change that? Is it bad that our kids aren't socialising in shopping centres anymore? This obviously makes it sound lovely. I've seen some of my friends do horrible things in shopping centres and around it. And around it, one of my friends threw a pebble at a seagull and he hit it. It was horrible.
He hit it?
Yeah.
You ever seen anyone naked in the shopping centre?
No, have you?
Yeah.
Why?
I saw a guy, he emerged. He was like, I was with my mate on mushrooms.
How old were you?
22.
Why were you in a shopping centre on mushrooms?
I don't know. You'd have thought it was hellish, but it was actually really nice.
Okay.
And this guy appeared from behind a door, and he was essentially green. He was like a lake man.
Did you hallucinate this?
No.
Okay.
No, but it sounds like I would have done.
A lake man just appeared.
And then he started doing like laps. He started running through the shopping centre naked, and then everybody, it was like this kind of like crowd formed around him. We were all chanting, "Let him live."
What?
And
Charlie, this is not...
Yeah, and then the security like came and grabbed him, and then they didn't let him live. They
killed him?
No, they kept him alive, but they didn't like let him go.
Let him live?
We were like, let him live.
Right, you wanted the green naked man to have free reign of the shopping centre.
Yeah, it wasn't done in like a pervy way. It was done in a kind of like, this guy's crazy.
What kind of way was he doing it?
Just like completely beyond help.
Why was he green?
I don't know.
Was he painted green? Or you kind of suggested he'd kind of just come out of a pond and
He
had
looked
some
like
scum on
he
him.
looked like he just hasn't come out of a pond, but he was dry. He was like green,
Covered in moss?
like sort of, yeah, like muddy green, like
In the middle of a shopping centre, covered in the centre of Oxford, covered in mossy mud.
This is in London.
Naked.
This
It was in London.
Yeah.
Even stranger. It's covered in moss/mud pond scum.
What, dry though, dry. Fully
And then
dry.
you were there watching him on mushrooms, chanting, "Let him live."
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen some fucked stuff in a shopping centre then.
Yeah.
It's now time to barrel roll our way down into Patreon Valley. We've made some changes on the Patreon, and we've officially defined all of the terms of the Valley. So there's different. We've now got a rigid
Tiers.
class system. We've got for £3 a month, you can be
One of the hut people.
one of the hut
You live
people
on the hut plains.
on the
you
floodplain,
Shit in the river, but you are happy.
and then for £5, I think the next tier up is Cottage Lane.
You're moving. You're on the up.
Then we've got Lavish Towers.
Now you're really, now we're talking. You've got a proper job. You live you kind of survey the city like Batman.
You've got access to the canteen all day.
Yeah, food is gobbling into your mouth.
As well as full access to the squash courts and the tennis courts. And then there's the mayor.
You're looked
above
after.
that. Subscribe to the Patreon for £3 a month. You get ad-free episodes. Then for some of them, you get a group chat. We've got the access to the threads for the questions. Anything else?
Hoodie.
Fuck's not
You can win a big jumper. And I am, by the way, there's a Patreon. I'm going for a burger with a Patreon, and we need to set that up. This is
Have you messaged him?
No, I need
Okay.
to know his name. What's his name?
I can't remember.
You're out there. I hope you're listening right now. We're going for that burger.
And I'm going to come for a
And he's going to
milkshake
come.
after.
He's coming for pudding and a drink.
Yeah. Yeah, so you never
Can't
know.
fucking
You
wait.
might end up,
I'm
if you
starving.
subscribe to the Patreon, you might end up going for a burger with us. How's the Valley doing, Charlie?
To be honest, you'll be upset to hear this.
Go on.
It's turned into a massive mall.
No.
Yeah.
Who's building the
A
mall?
pop-up.
The mayor.
Boohoo.
The mayor's installed
Yeah, the mayor has installed a mall against the wishes of the hut people. There's been gentrification. The hut people, who long have
Have been
occupied this
pushed out.
valley, they've been pushed out by a cosmetics shop.
Fuck. Well, we're going to have to change that. Okay, we need the hut people
yeah,
back
yeah.
on the plane.
There's a rebellion. They're plotting one now. And Ron, the volcano,
Yeah.
is waking up.
So pretty dark times.
It's fucked in there.
Gentrification,
There's gentrification
and
in the
volcanic
valley.
eruptions in the valley.
Yes.
Don't love
but
it.
the volcano's on the side of the people. It's trying to fuck up it's trying to get rid of the mall.
Oh, okay. Maybe with an eruption.
The
we can
valley's
fuck up the
fighting
mall.
back. I imagine
Fine.
the mall will, if everything goes right, it won't be here next episode.
It shouldn't be. I really hope it isn't, because I don't want to add that as a Patreon tier. You can live in the shopping centre for £2 a month. So this is from Joe. Do you think shops should implement a bartering system? As in, can I please buy some cheese for these spare electric toothbrush heads I have lying around? That's from Joe.
One word, Joe.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
100% yes. Look, why should I have to pay the Queen's money if I want to get some
fuck off.
If I want a hat?
Have my clock, have these trousers. Can I please eat that pie?
I've got too many socks lying around that I'm sure can do some good somewhere. You could even turn them into a glove if you so wished. I should be able to exchange things for other things.
Yeah.
You know? Because then we can combat excess build-up of irrelevant items that we all have. All of these materials that we don't need.
Yeah, the hoarding epidemic would be no longer.
Yeah, we can kind of sting materialism in its tail.
I guess it's a bit of a nightmare though, because there'd be guys like walking their pigs around town, and like you'd be buying a pig in exchange for some shampoo. It would get messy, obviously, but that's the charm of it.
Yeah,
we're living in a fucking book. If bartering comes back, the whole world gets a lot more whimsical. I reckon.
I think so. It's bartering is much nicer than money, isn't it?
It is way nicer.
Again, with shops, we've
'Cause it's
spoken a
real.
lot about community, and it brings a more communal idea to things.
Pig toothpaste.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that
broom custard.
Please, I'll take both, and you can have my car.
There you go. You see, I've got no use for this broom, but you've got a pooey floor.
Yeah, and it stinks. And please, can you clean it?
I'm not going to clean it for you. I'm giving you my broom in exchange. That's not. Well, to be honest, you can even do services.
Yeah, or
I'll come and clean your car if you'll give me a malwam.
I dare you to go and punch that dog.
Yeah. What? What's Dare's got to do with it?
No, because it's gonna be like,
What's Dare's got to do? Got to do with it.
Punch that
What's
dog in the
Dare's?
snout.
You can clean my. Wait, what does Dare's got to do?
Dare's
with
got to do with it as follows. If I want to, if you come up to me being like, mate, please, can I have that jumper? I'm like, you can have it, but you need to go and climb that tree and then do a flump flip out of it.
Right.
Like it's for the sicker individuals
That's
in our
more, but
towns. But like, look, what do you mean? It's the same thing. It's a service. It's a good service. The service is I do a dare for you.
It's not the same thing as someone going up to you saying, "Can I have your jumper?" then going into a store and trying to buy a plug socket.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
Because it's a dare. It's
not
like
the same.
It's ribbed for our pleasure.
Stop. You've said that so much.
Your eyes look terrifying when you do that. Look, it doesn't have to be. There's no good or bad in this world. You're coming
what are you
all
talking
up.
About? Why have we eradicated evil in this bartering
No,
world?
there's loads of evil.
There's no such thing
There's
as
loads of
moral
evil.
dichotomy.
It doesn't even come into it.
Why?
It's like we do not judge. It's like the dark web. The bartering system would be like the dark
So
web.
there's no such thing as bad things on the dark web.
No, there's loads. This is what I'm saying. There's all sorts of bad stuff on the dark web.
Right.
There's all sorts of bad barters. I'm not judging your barter. You dare me to go punch that dog or assault that old man, fine. But I will only do that if you give me your jumper. It's a lawless thing. But bartering does free up everybody. It opens up the market. I'll do the dare, fine. I will go. It also introduces, I guess, how does sex work come into bartering?
If you have sex with me, you can have my car. What do you mean?
Yeah, I guess that works a lot better.
It's instead of exchanging money, you're just exchanging different goods.
Yeah, what would you barter with me?
I don't want anything of yours. Would online shops like eBay be improved if they had a physical store?
The one shop which should exist in real life
Go on.
is Moonpig.
What would that be like?
Lovely.
Okay.
Charming.
What is it?
It's just kind of like pink. There's loads of actual pigs running around.
Right. Is there a moon on the top?
There is actually.
Fucking excellent.
There's a moon in the middle, and it's like, and inside there is the boss, and he.
It's very literal interpret. No, so no cards.
No, there are cards, but the pigs will come and give you the cards with their mouths.
That's charming.
Lovely.
That's charming.
And the pigs can actually talk.
What are they saying?
They speak pig, so we don't know, but they are talking.
What does that mean? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, the pigs could talk. Oh no, they're just oinking though. That doesn't mean they can talk. It means that they can oink.
No, they speak Spanish.
So, as our resident Spanish expert, what are they saying?
They're saying, hello, we have loads more.
Oh, so they can speak English.
Hola.
They can speak English with a Spanish accent.
Hola.
I give up.
Hola.
I give up right now.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Tenemos muchas cards for grandma. They have loads. They kind of update you on the kind of progress of the different stocks. So they got loads of engagement cards in. But they've run out of. Congrats on you, baby boy.
So in answer to your question, no, they wouldn't be improved. They'd be a bag of nonsense and drivel. And now we make our way up to Peace's pasture. The radiant flowers gently flow in the wind. The grass is lush as usual.
I didn't like the shopping centre.
I didn't like the shopping centre. Well, we were at Patron Valley, but
I didn't like it.
No.
They've changed it all.
Yeah, changes to be made. But it's always nice to get into the lovely,
with the mayor.
beautiful meadow of Peace's pasture. And as ever, we've got some pieces to read for you that are summing up our thoughts and general ideas this week on shopping.
Hey, you know what? In Peace's pasture, all there is one fruit monger, and it's run by an old lady, and she is lovely.
So this is my piece, and it's called Shops. A man walks into a pub at 2 p.m. on a Monday. It's quiet inside, splattered with a few seasoned, solitary drinkers and some pairs who have got the afternoon off and are treating themselves to a rare, early weekday tipple. An unattended fire slowly gives up in the corner. The telly is airing a sport that none of the customers care about or understand. The man approaches the bar. Hi, mate. How you doing?
Hi, mate. Yeah, not too bad. Yourself?
All good, thanks, mate. All good. Nice and quiet in here for you then, I see.
Yeah, no, it's the calm before the storm. Prepping for the rush, you see. What can I get you?
Post-work rush, I imagine.
Greedy bankers guzzling down a bunch of the good stuff, yeah? Fattening their big porky bellies even more.
Yeah. Not too far off, I guess. What can I get you?
You must get all sorts in here. Every kind. Pretty hard to find someone who's never been inside of one of these. Smelly boys. Smelly girls. Nice smelling boys. Nice smelling girls.
Yeah. What is it you're drinking, mate?
Okay, I get the message.
Shut up, Mr. Torhy Pants, and let the man get on with his bloody job.
My mum used to say I could talk the hind legs off a chair. Ha! Much use that would be, wouldn't it? A chair without legs. Anyway, I'll let you crack on.
What can I get you?
Oh, very formal of you, good sir.
Should I have brought my top hat today?
That would be a shame, because I think it's in the bloody wash.
Ugh, imagine a washing machine with a top hat setting.
Sorry, mate. What drink are you having?
Fine, I'll play along. Nobody ever threw me out of a game of tennis for being a bad sport. I'll have the usual, please.
The usual?
Yes, I'll have the usual, please.
Sorry, I don't think we've...
The usual, please.
I think you might be mistaking me for one of my colleagues, sir. We've not...
I'll have the usual, please. The bartender excuses himself and heads to the back. Him and one of his colleagues pop their heads out of the door. His colleague looks at the man, then back at the bartender, and shakes her head. The bartender heads back to the bar.
Apologies, sir. It seems to have slipped my mind. Could you let me know what you're drinking? Could you just let me know what you're drinking, please?
No need for the fuss. I'll just have the usual, please.
I'm sorry, I don't actually know...
I said the fucking usual, please! The man pulls out a gun and fires 2 shots into the air. The bartender instinctively dives behind the bar. Nobody fucking move! I'm not gonna hurt you! I'm just here for my usual! Now, you, get up! The pub's customers scamper onto their tables, holding each other. The bartender climbs to his feet, shaking. I will have the fucking usual, please!
I'm sorry, I don't know what this is.
The man fires shots into the air and points the gun at the bartender. The usual, please! The bartender, whimpering, starts looking for any possible clues as to what this man's usual would be. He doesn't find any and starts making his way over to the fridge. The man cocks his gun. The bartender heads to the tap. His shaking hand hovers between the options. The rest of the pub stare and hold their breath from under their tables. The bartender lands on a Jubal, a gluten-free, peach-flavoured beer. Gasps are heard from around the pub. A controversial choice. He brings the cup to the tap, tilts and begins to slowly pour. The man raises his gun an inch. The beer is reaching the brim of the glass. The bartender straightens it and swirls, being as careful as his shaken nervous system will allow to create the perfect amount of froth. He's finished. The beer glistens. He places it down on the bar in front of the man, who continues to stare down the sights directly at the bartender's head.
The usual, sir.
The man pulls up a stool. He keeps the gun in his hand and places it on the bar, still pointing towards the bartender, his fingers hovering over the trigger. He takes a sip. The bubbles fizz in his mouth as he exhales. He continues to sip on the beer, in silence, as the bartender breathes frantically and the hostages exchange looks that are more confused and terrified. He's halfway through the pint. Not a word has been uttered. He takes the last sip of his drink and takes a deep breath in. He looks around the pub, pushes his stool away, and quietly gets up and leaves. The customers slowly get up from their tables. The bar staff get back to work. Conversations gently start to rise. Normality is resumed. The pub continues as if nothing had happened. The man arrives back at his 1-bedroom flat. The bustle of the street fades as he closes the door. He puts the kettle on and gets out a packet of noodles. Waiting for the boil, he sits down at his laptop and checks his emails. From Amazon. Hi there. Would you like to reorder this moisturiser? You gave it 5 stars last time and our systems detect that you might be running low. Just 1 click away from ordering your favourites again. The man softly smiles at the screen. He goes to his bedroom and rummages around in his drawer filled with cables intertwined like snakes. He goes back to his laptop and plugs the cable in. The other end of the cable is spherical. He attaches it to his belly button. He takes one last look around his empty apartment and glances outside the window. Smiling, with a solitary tear rolling down his face, he then uploads himself to the cloud.
Fucking hell.
And there you go.
Harrowing.
That
was fucking great.
What loneliness can do in a,
Uploads himself to the cloud. Is that suicide?
No.
Is that just what he does?
He's given up. He's given up on community. He's given up on the community. He just wants a place he can go and ask for the usual. This isn't based on anyone. He just wants a place he could go and ask for the usual and not be succumbed to this horrible network of Amazon and buying things on the internet. He wants to go to the butchers and get some meat, but nothing exists anymore. He's pushed more and more to Amazon. And then what does he have to do to get the usual? He has to point a gun at someone and take people hostages, because the anonymity he has in this world. He's alone. No one knows who he is.
Yeah.
But you know who does know who he is?
The bartender.
Amazon.
Right. The whole point was the bartender.
Literally the whole point of the thing, Chaz. The bartender. Your face as well. It's the bartender, isn't it? It's the bartender. No, the opposite. Amazon, would you like to order this again? Which is the same as the usual, please.
Yeah, I've never had a usual. I would love... the appeal of having a usual is vast.
Yeah.
This is my piece. It is called Shops. Dear Diary, I've had the best day ever. I was in Halfords, minding my own, looking at gears. Then guess who comes in? The Louis Walsh. He was all red and panty, shouting about his flat tyre and saying he'd had it up to here. Whatever that means. The Halfords guys got all funny about it because it was Louis Walsh, asking him for selfies and offering him gum and complimenting his jumper, which is so not what he wanted. I thought, this is my chance. So I glided over, playing it cool, tickling D-locks with my ring finger. My tummy bulging. Louis, right?
That's right.
Busted tire, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's something like that.
Looks like you could use a hand, friend.
Oh boy, you've got that right.
I ripped the Velcro from my satchel and thrust my fist downward, rummaging quietly, my eyes fixed on Louis, tongue tight between his teeth, a grey bead of sweat forming on his head. After what felt like literally ages, I pulled out a dusty old wheel of duct tape. Louis gasped and began to smile, his mouth a perfect circle. May I? I smirked.
Do it. Do it.
He rasped. I dropped down, laying my body over the frame of Louis's bright blue rally, and got to work. I could feel him behind me, pacing and muttering, biting his nails which fell around me like rain. He started offering suggestions that barely made sense, talking about this three-wheeler he had as a kid, saying he could go and get it if I wanted. But it didn't slow me down. It all felt strangely far away. So engrossed I was with my work, my practice. Rip, stick, until finally, my work here was done. I turned around to look at Louis and the Halfords guys, greeting them with a slow nod and maybe a wink. I can't completely remember if I did or didn't wink. The place went mental. Louis was beside himself, started doing this little dance, clicking his fingers and humming. His eyes shut. One of the Halfords guys streamed the whole thing on kick. A dog barked in the street. I rose and returned to my normal height, grasping the nearest flannel, draping it over my shoulder.
How can I ever repay you, mister?
Asked Louis. I shook my head and smiled.
What is it?
You already did. That is an important piece.
Go on.
About Louis Walsh, who has kind of deteriorated into quite a nasty man, but back in the day he was good. He did good for the world.
He did, right.
And
you're talking about like his Westlife days where he
now he's quite mean and sort of bitchy.
So it's mostly about Louis Walsh.
And Halfords. Shout out to Halfords, brilliant shop. One of the kind of chains that actually hasn't lost its essence. And they've always been very kind to me. And what did you take from it?
I got a bit lost, to be honest, because I was trying to remember what the fuck Louis Walsh sounded like and was getting confused between whether he was Southern and Northern, Irish, and ended up absolutely nowhere in the middle. I
guess that's a lesson in terms of don't shop online, get out there, go to a real shop, because you might meet your hero there.
You might meet your hero and end up with a significant online profile.
You might, well, in that case, you probably wouldn't end up with a profile, but you'd be a hero nonetheless.
So, Charlie, what have we learned this week?
We've learned that high streets can stay if we introduce a kind of nationwide drive of gossip where if you go to the cheesemonger, he tells you some really juicy shit about
how we say the high street is introduce a gossip clause that every shop owner must reveal a deep dark secret that they reveal in exchange for goods. We're going to bring bartering back into the high street.
We're bringing back bartering.
You can't barter online. I'm not who wants to put their shoes in the post.
And you can only barter a person if they give consent.
Yep, consensual bartering, but this is the ways that we can reinvigorate the high street, and we think it's a worthy cause to reinvigorate the high street.
Agreed.
We are high streetiers.
We're getting high in the street.
We're getting high on the street because it's so goddamn good.
Yeah, we're sniffing that street.
Yeah, it's as good as a big old hit of smack, a good butcher's.
Just get us right in the fucking jugular with some street smack.
So get out there and support local produce and buy local ham.
Support our farmers.
Yeah, get out there. Get off ham.
Get British pork on your fork.
Love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
See you next week.
It's Henry and Charlie investigate. They're going to find the truth and tell you straight. They're exploring themselves and the universe. Henry's spoiled. Charlie's even worse. The meaning of life, they're going to find out. So sit back and listen, you big trout. That's it up from me anyway. What the bloody hell? They're investigating today.